Howdy, 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 my name is Sasuke. Welcome back to Let's Read Lackadaisy. In the last episode, trains happened, and adding machines were thrown out of windows, and just general craziness, but the craziness has not yet begun. So, and this one is called, we're going to start with Lackadaisy Reciprocity, which is a word I don't usually have to say, and I guess can't say it at all because of that. We're going to meet some of Rocky's family. Let's see. Just look how she went from happy to not happy. Aunt Nina! Good morning! Rock? Alright, what is it you want? Well, since you asked, my jacket, it could use, it needs a proper burial. What the devil did you get into? Just some dirt and mud and railroad gravel and, hay, pig drool, and I don't know how someone who earns a living playing the violin manages to destroy his clothing on a daily basis. It's a competitive field. And I get to be your laundress? Why, sure! And I have a little errand to run, so I'll just be... Hold on! You're going to be doing me a favor in return. Take Calvin with you. He could do with the distraction. What? Shouldn't the little officer in training be at the academy or some such this time of day? Not anymore. There was some sort of incident. He won't tell me about it. Been moping around the backyard all morning. He just keeps mowing and mowing. Well, I suppose I could, if you insist. Good. Get him some lunch, too. And get him back before dark and stay out of trouble. Naturally! He looks so happy. Right, I have to hit the next button on this comic. It's not one of the ones where I just click the page, it just happens. Hey there, Sunshine! How are you? Oh, fine. How are you? Well, better than you, I reckon. My face isn't melting off the way yours appears to be. I bet I've got just the thing to fix your face problem, though. Why don't you go get yourself washed up and meet me out front? What in the... Sweet justice! And motor oil and gasoline. What? What is it? Don't you like justice? I like justice, but what does that matter? I'm useless. No, you're useful. You're watching for pigs. You're a useful pig watcher. So let me know if you see any pigs. I don't know why you're so bent on enforcing the law lawfully anyway. You can always take up Vigilantism. Is that what you do? Sure. I can't think of any reason why you couldn't call it that. Well, this must be the place. Classy. Why are there bottles all over the ground? Because, Freckle, these Philistines don't know how to run a respectable business. And as rogue upholders of all that is just, we're obliged to take action. Oh. Well, look at that! They're buying off the river and they've got their own still. What avarice! Hey, what in the hell are you? Ah! Ah! This is an interesting, way this is drawn, that they're just, running away like that. With shadows. Stop! Throw it! No, I mean this direction! Perfect! Things are looking up. Always be prepared to improvise, Freckle. That's rule number 1 for jazz players and vigilantes alike. And once you finish gawking, feel free to help me push. What in blue blazes happened? Give me some more buckets! The goddamn mosquito showed up and nearly set the barn on... fire. There goes the pig. Forget the buckets. Get me a shotgun. Lackadaisy Blitzwagon. Well, I'll be damned. I missed the barn completely. Was that their house? That's strike 2. 1 shot left. We better not let it go to waste. Are you sure this is, Oh, I'll just have to steer this time. I missed that, sorry. Are you questioning my logic? That's a really nicely drawn truck. I know you wish you could come along, too. The passenger side is on fire. But your mother will cane me if I bring you home all muddied up. Damn little... Hey, watch it, Hayseed! Reckless pedestrians. He seems to be mildly worried, but he's still going. Oh, he's on fire. On the one hand, I feel like I should probably do the laugh just to be, accurate, but on the other, I feel like I'm going to hurt myself if I do the laugh to be accurate. So, moving on. Rocky! Oh. Shotgun. Back to the car! I'll feed your sorry carcass to the pigs, you sons of bitches! Oh, shucks! You think we wore out our welcome? Probably a little bit. Lackadaisy schadenfreude. Come on, laugh! You can't tell me that wasn't funny. I was counting how many laws we broke. Well, I know it wasn't lawful per se, but I find the scope of the law can be rather limiting. What's lawful doesn't always coincide with what's right, Freckle, and that was very right. Hell. Wait, no, I haven't been in any trouble since, I'm I'm supposed to be. See that? You're already making progress. I'm gonna get you a sandwich. You've earned it. Okay. Is this where you work? Yep. Little Daisy, that's the name. You're in the band. Sure am. Where does the band play? In the basement. Why? Better acoustics. Miss Pepper, the boy's asking an awful lot of questions. Would you kindly bring a sandwich or something I could stuff in his mouth? Sure. And pancakes. We don't serve pancakes in the afternoon, Rocky. But pancakes. Why does it have to be pancakes? I don't want to put the stove back on and pancakes. Well, what did you do today that got you in such a ferocious mood for pancakes anyway? I almost cinched my eyebrows off. Again? And Freckle here watched for pigs. Freckle, huh? Calvin. Do you mind if I sit here? Because you must be the cutest thing this side of the river. Are you trying to hide? No. Don't mind him, Miss Pepper. He doesn't get out much. A little uncouth, you know. Oh, he actually got the pancakes. He doesn't? Well, you should bring him down tonight to the... No. I mean, I have things to do. I'm busy tonight doing things. Oh. Really? I should be getting him home soon. He's supposed to... Ah! Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. Napkins are over there. My lucky tie. What did she just put in his... Oh, she put the Lackadaisy pin in his hand. Like I was saying, I should get you home. Your mother's probably getting bored without more laundry to do anyway. Lackadaisy Surreption. It's a fun title. And this one, Benediction. Knock, knock. Why don't you head upstairs before she asks too many questions? I'll distract her with dirty laundry. There you are. How was your afternoon? Interesting as a bag of dirt. It will be kinder to spare you the details. Well, was it productive at least? And did you eat? Yes. Cagey thing. Your coat's still drying on the line of the backyard, but here's the vest and shirt you left with me last week. Oh, good. Because I got coffee syrup on this one and... What's coffee syrup? And this tie is all a mess. What does it make you think I exist to do your laundry? Don't worry. Someday when you're the canonized patron saint of clean clothes and tidy skivvies, you'll know it was worth all the toil. And I've got some work to attend to likewise, so I'll be on my way. Well, don't run off this time without bending down to kiss your aunt goodbye first. Of course. Boom! If you don't want to be martyred, you'll find a patron saint of keeping your smart mouth shut. Okay, love you, bye! she punched the hell out of him. Lackadaisy Quarryman. He seems to be pleased about that blowing up. Well, that was great. Wasn't that great? Yes! Yes, it's a lovely pit you've found here, Wick. Indeed. Quite an honor being dragged out into the middle of nowhere to watch you blow it up. Where is your entrepreneurial spirit, gentlemen? Indiana has the market on architectural limestone, I know. But Missouri rock is perfect for aggregate, and ever since the bond issue passed for the city, all the new urban road restructuring and paving has sharpened the demand immensely. And by quarrying right here, I can undersell because I've dodged all of the major transport costs. It's all very promising, don't you think? Does he ever stop talking about rocks? Sometimes he talks about cement. While it's been great fun indulging in your enthusiasm for gravel, Wick, I seem to recall you promising us dinner. Yes, dinner at the Mayfair room and, late night refreshments for the night owls among us. Refreshments? You know of a decent place? Last I heard, the Valerian had been raided. Marigold is the only worthwhile venue around here, around here these few days anyway. Sorry, nothing so suffocatingly ritzy as that, Church. Just an old favorite of mine. We've had a special invitation from the lady of the house. Elsewhere? Where have you been all day, Emery? I was playing checkers and shooting next squirrels with my Benji, said Jessup. Benji Jessup? Had fun, did you? Uh-huh. But what You're useless as a one-legged mule around here! You stupid addle-plated lout! Didn't you smell the smoke? Save your fight. I said save it! What in the hell for, Avril? What are we gonna do? We got nothing left in the world but this couple of buckets, and now this one's all dented! That ain't true. I've been thinking we got some people owe us a favor or two. They was here again just the other night. That pig seems confused. Lackadaisy lambaste. Just the other night? Oh man. I don't know what kind of voice to do for Mordecai. I used to have a good voice for Mordecai, but it's been some years. What do you mean you were just kidding? The hatchet shedding. It was a joke. We didn't think you was really gonna... Wait, I think there was something about their voices here. We didn't think you was really gonna use it. Till you stripped down to your drawers. Then why didn't you stop me? I don't know what the hell accent this is supposed to be. You look pretty fixed on finishing what you started. I'm not sure I see the humor in making an unnecessary mess of our work. That aside, this is a rather high-profile mess. We can't simply leave it here. You must have some protocol for cleaning up. Pig farm up the road. No more jokes. Alors pas, Peekum, it's true. Them pigs eat anything. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be having really deep southern accents, but I'm also being thrown off by her random use of French. But I think New Orleans, they speak French anyway. I don't really know that much about New Orleans. I'm in New Jersey. Cut me some slack. What year did that say? Okay, 2018. Evening. Hey, Hello, you pigs are hungry tonight? Cause our new friend had itself a grand time playing like a butcher. But now he got no lag room back there. Oh, well that ain't no problem. Them pigs will eat anything. Hear that? Anything. We told you. Charming. I'll wait in the car. And don't exaggerate, Nico. It was nothing so indulgent as a grand time. It's merely work ethic. Emery, you go fetch Benji Jessup in his truck. We're going to take a ride downtown. There go the pig. Lackadaisy muckamuck. What's happening here? Oh. Lackadaisy growl tiger. Oh, you look nice tonight, Miss M. Thank you, sweetie. Hand me that butter knife. What are you doing all dolled up and waiting around upstairs? You haven't lured another poor boy into meeting you here, have you? No, of course not, Miss M. I'm just doing some reading for class before I head down. Click. What's up with this butter knife that there's clicking happening? What a studious thing you are. Which professor assigns you're reading from McClure's Honey? McClure's Honey? How's the crowd tonight, Horatio? Is it a crowd tonight? Maybe more of a smattering. So tell me, Vinegar Tom, where's your tuxedo? I think you look rather sharp in it. More importantly, it's possible we'd see some business at the bar tonight if you looked more like the bartender and less like the angry man looming in front of the liquor. No dice, huh? Well, what about all the trouble we went to having you fitted? That tailor we coerced into working for cheap, we practically kidnapped him in... What? Oh, well, I guess I can't expect you to remember that. We had to get you remarkably drunk just to take your measurements. Really, what's so awful about wearing a tux? Horatio's wearing his. Look how dapper. I like my tux. If you gave it a chance, I think you'd maybe enjoy wearing yours. I think maybe I'd enjoy wearing it to your funeral. Okay, see? I make a compromise. That wasn't a compromise, Victor. That was a threat. You always get those confused. I suppose there's no point arguing with you if we haven't got anything worth serving anyway. Where's Rocky? Zib! Zib! Hey, Zib! Hey, what? What time is it? I think I have to leave! Criminy, settle down. When are you going to get yourself a watch? I think it's getting close to the witching hour, kiddo. But before you hightail it out of here, humor me. Just what made a lad like you volunteer to go around, running hooch around in the dead of night? Well, oops, you see that? One of my strings is broken. Alright, I'm glad we settled that. Go on, get out of here, Moonlighter. I'll be back in a little while, Miss M. No hang-ups this time. I think I'm getting better at this. Oh, there you are. Oh, there you are, sweetheart. Good luck. It's nice that I don't have to twist everyone's arms about doing their work. I will go too. Victor, wait! That's not your job anymore! I need you here at the bar! What are you going to do out there anyway? Limp into action if something happens? Never mind. You know, there's trouble when the band outnumbers the audience. So, level with me, boss lady. Do I get to spend my humble wages on bad habits this week, or should I be investing in some train tickets for myself and the boys? No need to be so dramatic. Look, things aren't as bad as they seem. Well, hallelujah for unwitting benefactors. Still, it's a little sad when old friends wind up in your crosshairs, eh? You're an incorrigible pessimist, Zib. It's not like that. Go get Matsu to play something classy on the piano for our guests. Sure. Hallelujah! What are you still doing down here this time of night? Time of the night, child. Fixing things. You ought to get to bed so you can get an early start tomorrow. You'll get to feeling better once you've found some steady work, even if it's not what you had in mind. I know. Wobble wobble. Is he fixing the shelf and brushing his teeth at the same time? Well, there's a mighty bee in your bonnet tonight, isn't there? If you're looking to be helpful, quit knocking the plaster off the walls and getting toothpaste everywhere, and land sakes, go to bed. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and assume he's not going to go to bed. Oh, he's Lackadaisy dysphoria. Is this really the crowd at the Lackadaisy? No, this is at the Hotel Mirabelle. Well, how do you know why you're... Well, do you know why you're here? The judge asks. Cuddy wobbles and says nothing. Getting impatient, the judge shouts, "For drinking whiskey!" So Cuddy stares at him in disbelief. Finally, he says, "Well, okay, let's get started." Well, we can tell you've got a losing hand when you start telling stories. It was a joke, not a story. I'm trying to cheer myself up. It's only called a joke if it's funny. If I may intrude, what's their story? Ooh, the Savoys? Why the sudden interest? If I'm to be working with them long-term, perhaps it would behoove me to know something about them. I'd ask them myself, but I can scarcely decipher what they're saying. Well, that's because we dredged them out of the bayous. They've been prowling around, hijacking consignments coming upriver from New Orleans. More than once, they showed up out of nowhere, scared the holy bejesus out of our boys, and made off with our cargo. Frustrating as all hell, but damn if they weren't good at it. Well, as it turns out, they were working for some no-name backwoods operation, so rather than risk getting a bunch of people killed trying to chase them down, we set about acquiring them for ourselves. Since then, they've been putting their tricks to use, sweeping the paths clear for our runners. And they've made pretty efficient work of it. A little cutthroat, perhaps, but there aren't many parties eager to contend with us anymore for the better spirits flowing into this place. It's become difficult to keep them busy some nights. In fact, but that allows us to focus some attention on our other ventures. That, my swarthy friend, is why they're doubling as your accompaniment lately. She's happy, she's Tommy gun. Oh wait, was it just this whole time showing them doing something to somebody? Let's see. They ran somebody off the road, they crashed, they went up to them, and then gunned them down. Okay. Lackadaisy cutthroat indeed. Excuse me. Those rubes are still lingering about the lobby, Mr. Sweet. I figured they'd have given up by now, but they're demanding to see you before midnight. Why is that? Do bumpkins turn into pumpkins after midnight? I don't know, but they're starting to get rowdy. You want us to toss them out? Nah, my friends have robbed me of all my chips anyhow. If it'll prevent a rumpus, I'll meet, what's-his-face, the angry one, in my office. And my shadow was 2 steps ahead of me. Since we're on the topic of my cohorts, I wanted to discuss our agenda. I prefer knowing in advance what's next. I don't know any sooner than you do. Night manager means little more than messenger in this case, I'm afraid. Or at least going in a particular order. I know you like order, but the order here is of a somewhat bureaucratic nature, an unfortunate side effect to the growth and success of any establishment, no? Let's see. And while we was putting that fire out, they set the cars on fire, and one of them blew up, and the other tore the fence all up and crashed through the house while it was still burning. So the whole house burnt up and collapsed, and they nearly run me down my own flaming truck and hit the barn with it and drove through the still. Then the barn caught on fire, and exploded, and the pigs went running a nut zipper. No, thank you. Well, my deepest sympathies regarding the loss of your pigs and trucks and whatnot, but I don't recall settling your moonshiner disputes ever being a part of our little arrangement. It don't matter, you owe us! You've been using our livestock and haven't paid a lick for it yet! Matter of fact, the one next to you there was just the other night in the car with them fellas all hatcheted up and... Hatcheted up? You fell for the hatchet joke? What's the matter with you? No one falls for that. I didn't realize it was some sort of tradition around here. Tell me, did you arrange the pieces in alphabetical order? Well, A is for amygdala, Mr. Sweet. It's a shame Mr. Hellemus is calling on the vaudeville circuit, isn't it? He has other talents, though, which he used recently to procure some wares for us in good faith. We have a surplus, so perhaps we could be of some very indirect assistance. This is probably a good stopping point. So we're going to stop at Lackadaisy Bunny Box. How far did we get? Let me just check. Okay, we got exactly down the thing. Groovy. So, this has been Anashi Sasuke. This is episode 2 of Let's Read Lackadaisy. In the next episode, we're going to start with Lackadaisy Bunny Box, and I guess move down the list again. So, if you liked it, a like and a subscribe will be groovy. If you didn't, you don't need to do either one of those things. The description will have a link to the comic as well as the Patreon so you can support the comic. And I will see y'all in the next one. Later.